Do you know how to deal with conflict in the workplace? Show the interviewer that you know how to handle these kinds of situations. How do you cope with conflict in the workplace? I try to anticipate conflict and take steps to resolve it at the earliest possible stage. Most conflicts can be resolved by reaching out to the people involved and communicating tactfully. Sometimes conflict occurs in a team due to tension, personality clash, ego, or jealousy, and the best bet for a team leader is to mediate. This means listening to both sides and coming to, or suggesting, a solution for the best interest of the organization. Are there any times when you had a conflict with a superior? How did you resolve it? Yes, in the past I was involved in some conflicts, but not many and not major ones. From those experiences, I noticed that the main reason for conflict was the failure to see the situations both sides. I'd ask the person to present his perspective to me and let me explain my perspective fully afterward. If compromise was not possible, I accepted the decision of my superiors. Dealing with conflict? Give an instant where you had to settle a conflict between two individuals. In my team, the relationship between two colleagues deteriorated to such an extent that the atmosphere was terrible. Calming them down and taking out the heat from the situation was my first aim. Then I arranged for a three-way meeting later in the day. I ensured that I was in charge during the discussion and that the aim was to arrive at a positive way of moving ahead or a compromise. Continue on, please. I had to understand each person's feelings without having to agree. Both team members just tried to prove themselves right at first. However, I used my diplomatic skills and made them realize that the only possible solution was a compromise. About an hour later, with a shaky compromise, we left the room. I ensured that the two were more civil to each other, and later they became friendlier. In time, I saw an atmosphere of ease and then a normal and work-friendly environment.